Here we are again with our experiment. We tried if Natalia could attack Karina with enhanced basic attack from her invisibility while on Karina's elusive state, but as you can see, it does not let us blink to Karina. Next up, let's test if the dash from our first and ultimate skill will be countered by Kufra's second skill. As you can see, we just kept on bouncing off from Kufra when using these skills. Same goes with Minchika's ultimate skill when we tried to use our ultimate skill. But with the enhanced basic attack from our first skill, we were still able to deal the dashing damage even while inside his ultimate skill. We also have Phobius, who enjoyed bonking us with his ultimate skill every time we use the enhanced basic attack from our first skill, and also when we use our ultimate skill. So just spam your basic attacks and second skill if you want to be safe from the bonking. After the revamp, Karina still have the immunity against basic attacks during her first skill's duration. So if we test it against Dusk's spawn, the attacks of the spawn is blocked. But you might notice that the laser beam is not being blocked. Probably because Karina cannot cut through laser with her blades. Testing it against Claw's basic attacks and battle mirror image, they will not give Karina damage at all. Testing it against his ultimate skill that has basic attack effects, we were surprised that she was not even scratched a little bit. Even with Demon Hunter's sword and golden staff, Karina won't even flinch. Testing it against Bedang's ultimate skill that lingers basic attack effects, Karina will just dodge all those punches like how fighters from Dragon Ball dodge punches. But if you are against an obstacle, you will be hurt by the impact of the punches on the wall. By the way, did you know that Karina's first skill now has an additional effect? It now makes her deal damage to enemies attacking her with basic attacks. So if you are not jungling and gotta face heroes like Beatrix, Leslie, and Brody, they will all just suffer in the lane if they try harassing you with basic attacks only. We now tested our first skill against Sun, and surprisingly Karina was able to take 3 monkeys at once in a fight. When we tested it against Kimmy's basic attack barrage, she received lots of damage. Even when she activated her first skill, the projectiles were still blocked and just hurt herself in the process. Testing it against Carrie that used her ultimate skill, her passive doesn't trigger because her basic attacks are being blocked. We tested it against Hanabi's bouncing projectiles as well, and to our surprise Karina deflects the bouncing projectiles, hurting Hanabi in the process. We also tested it against Aldous' first skill, Ling's second skill, and Wan's ultimate skill. All of them didn't even make Karina sweat. Lastly, let's test it against Chang'e. Even when she buffs her basic attacks with her second skill, it's still being deflected by Karina. But of course when Chang'e uses her ultimate skill, Karina will be showered with love and care towards her death. Always remember that Karina's first skill makes her immune against basic attacks and skills that triggers basic attack effects only.